Every team needs a great talent, a leader, a force. Two such players will take the reins as TNT NBA Thursday begins tonight.
McGrady for the win! Yeah! And here comes James, splits through,
Tracy McGrady, the Rockets' engine. LeBron James, the chosen one. One must use his enormous individual skill to get his team off the ground and back into contention. The other must continue to shape the destiny of the franchise with a confidence and swagger all his own. Which superstar will power his team to victory on TNT? Next.
Tracy McGrady is number 8 on the NBA scoring charts with 25 a night. Tonight, he and the Rockets at the Q in Cleveland to take on LeBron James and the Cavaliers. LeBron coming off a triple-double. Lead in the league in scoring at 30 a night.
Rockets game 2 of a 3-game road trip. It's Tuesday. This past Tuesday, as I mentioned, they won in Washington and they finish up tomorrow night at Toronto and then back home for Denver on Sunday. While for the Cavs, it's game 1 of a 3-game homestand. Houston followed by Milwaukee and New York, which then leads to a 6-game Western swing.
And that might have been the ugliest jump ball that we've ever seen in the history of the NBA. And that's the second ugliest jump ball. That was a thing of beauty there. Mutombo and Ilgauskas.
LeBron James for 3. Took a handoff from Eric Snow and buries the 3.
It's a part of his game that he has improved dramatically. That was his 46th three-pointer on the year. He's gotten more and more confident from the perimeter.
Game tied at 7. McGrady. The play by Ilgauskas came over to help. Here's Snow running the break. Finds James for the rainbow. And knocked out of bounds by Gooden.
Well, it's interesting to watch McGrady and LeBron James going at it here early. Mike Brown told us today that he thinks this is a great challenge for LeBron because if he has a weakness defensively, it's that he loses focus at times. He's not used to playing guys head up, one-on-one. He kind of likes to play off the ball and play passing lanes, but he's really got to pay attention to McGrady tonight. Good challenge for LeBron.
And here it is again. Wesley picked off James. It counts in the foul. Nice play by Wesley. That freed up McGrady, and McGrady will head to the line. He's fouled by Damon Jones.
Now, David Wesley set a terrific pick here. Wesley very strong, holds off James, and you get that little tap on the elbow as a shooter. You desperately want that foul because that's something that's tough for the officials to see. Occasionally, they won't call that. So McGrady very pleased to get that one.
3-point play for Tracy.
4 games. The problem for Damon Jones, he's been to the foul line once during that span. Nothing easy for Damon Jones.
Ilgauskas with the rebound. Cavs want to run. Here's James cut off by McGrady. McGrady did not want to commit the foul.
It's over. As soon as LeBron gets to that spot, there's nothing anybody can do. You can't come from the weak side to help because James will beat everybody in the league to the basket.
Who are so fast with the basketball. Here you see LeBron putting the move on McGrady. He mentioned someone who's growing up. We've talked about Randy Smith, out of the Buffalo.
Now, if they're going to win this road game, they're going to need a big night from this man, Tracy McGrady. Rockets by 3. James off of McGrady and force that mismatch with Damon Jones. McGrady can shoot right over Jones.
And here is James. He beat McGrady, and then he beat Swift.
Quicker to the ball, and you can rarely say that these days about the Rockets.
McGrady takes advantage. Rockets now lead it 16-12. They'd win the other night over here in this opening quarter. Ira Newble sat out the first 22 games. This is only his 8th game back following that foot injury. Swift set the screen. McGrady is fouled. The question is, was it 3-point territory? Took the hit from James. Yes, he was fouled in the act of shooting a 3.
Well, another screen and roll at the top of the circle for McGrady, and I thought he got a little piece of the back right there And LeBron doesn't agree, but McGrady shoots the ball at such a high peak. It's incredible to watch because he jumps so high. His arms are so long. LeBron, one of the few guys who can actually get up and challenge the shot, but he commits the foul there.
Talking earlier about the success of the Rockets on the road as opposed to at home.
Doesn't really shock me more. I think when you're struggling, playing at home is harder because the crowd is on you a little bit. You feel a little more tense, and you get out on the road, and it's just sort of you against the world. You just play, you relax. And I think for this Rocket team in particular, they play at a little faster tempo on the road, and I think it's good for them. I think, as I mentioned earlier, they've got to be able to create some easy points in transition. So many players do that now, Marv. You pump fake and you step back and shoot the three. It's a tough shot.
Oh, McGrady with a beautiful move, able to split through. Rockets now lead 21-14. McGrady with 10 points, 3 of 7 from the field, shooting just under 60% from the field. McGrady, Tracy McGrady, unstoppable here in the first quarter. 37 left in this first quarter. McGrady for 2 of his 12. Throughout the season. Take a look at this. Bob Siller still out after knee and back surgery. John Barry will make his return. He is dressed and ready to go. Coming back from the calf injury. Derek Anderson's had his problems. Yao Ming out with the injured toe, recovering from surgery. Rayful Alston missed 19 games. Tracy McGrady said back problems. Goes on and on.
Well, they lost every game without McGrady, 0-8 without him, and games when he comes into the paint.
Wilkes, the one-time Houston Rocket, gets it out to James, and showing the entire arsenal. LeBron with a running hook.
They're down from last year. He's just figuring out how to play this game.
McGrady trying to squeeze it through. Mutombo not able to hit. McGrady back on it, knocked away, but he's fouled. Ilgauskas going for the block shot, reaching in. And made contact.
I'm talking about LeBron's efficiency, and then we're going to see McGrady at the offensive end, and little contact there. He's going to get to the line. But talking about LeBron, I think it's almost more difficult for a very gifted athletic player to become efficient because guys like that are so good that they can almost do anything they want, and then they get into the league and they tend to try too much and they force things, and he has an amazing gift at 21 to understand the game and to feel the flow and the rhythm, and he's still learning and he still has room for improvement, but incredible at his age, his feel on how to play this game.
And he just turned 21 last week. 6-point lead for the Rockets. James whips it to the corner. Here's Newell for 3, way off.
Garbage points in the lane. They're going to need more of that. Remember, this club is in the top 3 in the NBA in points in the paint, but they've taken 11 three-pointers already. They've got to work to try to get the ball inside.
And they do. James, and a blocking foul, charged to Barry. And here is Snow. Oh, James trying to stuff it on the rebound, and he is fouled.
Oh, he snuck in underneath Dikembe Mutombo. Dikembe once again in disbelief. But you take a look at the replay, and this is where you've got to get a body on him if you're Luther Head. It looks like Dikembe does get a hand on his wrist, and that should be 2 free throws. That's a controlled tip dunk attempt. We'll start for Danielle Marshall, 1 of 6.
McGrady. Crowd looking for a charge. Gooden tried to entice the call, but Jim Clark said no. From beyond that 3-point line. Here's James faking and is fouled. He faked the pass as he went to the air and then was blocked. This time, fouled on the act, and he'll go to the line. Foul on Mutombo, his 3rd.
The crowd doesn't give him much of a reaction, but this is a spectacular move here, and Dikembe didn't stand his ground, or he might have gotten a charge call. But welcome back to Cleveland. We're going to take a look at Houston's strategy tonight, going at Cleveland with that screen and roll. McGrady with the jumpers coming off that screen. Then the adjustment. They jump out. What does he do? He splits the screen and roll, gets all the way to the rim. And the next one, he goes away from the screen, right around LeBron for the jumper. So McGrady doing what great players do. I mean, they're loading up on him on that pick and roll play, and he's just using his talents and his wherewithal to figure out how to attack it. 13 points here for McGrady. They kind of lull you to sleep and hope that McGrady can take over late. Cleveland seems to be playing right into their hands.
Well, Tracy McGrady with 17 points. Head pulls it back. McGrady off the fake and scores.
Oh, wow, what a beautiful pump fake, drawing LeBron James off of his feet.
I think Mike Brown wanted a timeout and then held up as he saw LeBron James had other thoughts, putting a move at the baseline, and then the timeout taken. Biggest lead of the night for the Rockets, up by 10, 7-0 run for Houston. McGrady with 19 points in 19 minutes of play. Gorgeous fake from downtown, and then hits the two-pointer. Assists, a huge game for Sean Marion. Here's James for three. James with the rebound and lost it. LeBron James has not scored in the second quarter after going 4 or 5 from the field for 10 in the first. McGrady on fire. Tracy McGrady again.
Working that screen and roll. That's basically what they've done this entire half. 21 points for McGrady, and for LeBron, that was his first field goal attempt of this second quarter, Marv.
Here's Marshall. He's been off. Rebounded by Howard. And you can hear the rumblings in the crowd. McGrady, yes! A turnaround in the face of James.
Just feeling it. Mike Brown talked about it today. This is a challenge for LeBron James defensively. Not used to covering that main guy. Larry Hughes usually has that job. LeBron's going to have to tighten up on McGrady.
McGrady's hit his last 5 shots. He now has 23 points. Here's LeBron James right back. That's his first field goal in the second quarter. And here's Howard out to set a screen. McGrady for 3. Rebounded by Swift. Miles Swift. And now the boos come raining down here at the Q. Yeah, that's the end of the first half. A terrific first half for the Rockets. Not so for the Cavaliers. Houston ends the half on a 13-2 run. Tracy McGrady, 10 points the last 5 minutes. 23 points for McGrady. 9 of 18 from the field. 5 of 6 from the line. A spectacular half for Tracy. He's with Craig Sager.
Well, T-Mac, last 3 games you scored at least 30, but tonight 23, and it's only intermission. Why the hot hand lately?
I've just been attacking, early in the games. Coach always said it's a first quarter game, and, I've been trying to get us off to a great start in the first quarter, and then I set the tempo and everybody else follows.
What about the defensive assignment having to guard LeBron James? He only had 1 shot there for most of the second quarter.
Well, it's tough. He's a hell of a talent, and, you just try to make everything hard for him and make everybody else beat you. We're just trying to double team, make things crucial for him on the offensive end, and make him take tough shots.
Thanks a lot. T-Mac against LeBron James. First half goes to T-Mac and the Houston Rockets. Now for halftime, let's go to EJ and our TNT Arena in Atlanta.